Hello class 9th. Today I am going to is for class 9th. Today I am going to start with this new topic, that is sweat gland in chapter 13 skin. Okay, sweat gland, as you know, it is a simple coiled and consists of a deeper secretory part and an excretory part which run upwards to open on the surface. See here where it is a skin surface, here is a pore, this is called sweat pore, and इसके नीचे यहाँ पे coiled structure होता है, that is called the sweat gland. This is sweat gland and this one is sweat pore. Sweat pore. Okay. Sweat gland is a simple coiled tube consisting of a deeper secretory part and an excretory part which runs upward to open on the surface. Here, open on the surface. The outer opening is called the sweat pore. Their total number in the body is estimated about the 2 million. 2 million. कितने होते हैं? About 2 million. Human races belonging to the hotter countries usually have more sweat pores than those belonging to the colder one. Okay. Now the secretory part of the sweat gland absorbs fluid from the surrounding cell and blood capillaries of the dermis and passes into the excretory sweat duct. This one is the duct, which pours into and out on the surface. Sweating or perspiration goes on at all time in minute quantities or sometime in large quantities as during the strenuous exercise or during hot and humid weather. Then a person may lose as much as 1 kg per hour. The major function of sweating is to lose body heat by evaporation. Sweating का क्या function है? Lose body heat by evaporation. By evaporation. Sweat consists of 99% water, 99% water, 0.5% salt, and salt contains sodium chloride and traces of urea also. Cold sweat. What is this cold sweat? जब हम कभी डर जाते हैं, कुछ होता है तो हमें स्वेटिंग आती है ना, that is called the cold sweat. Cold sweat may be due to the psychic influences such as the fright and nervousness. Sweating may also accompany nausea and severe pain due to the loss of body salt. That is called the cold sweat. Now next one is mammary gland. Mammary gland is also called the milk gland. It is a feature of mammals. Mammary gland, also called the milk gland. Okay, are the modified sweat gland. Modified sweat gland. Modified sweat gland. These glands are present both in males and females, but males it persists only in a rudimentary state, whereas in females at puberty they enlarge in the form of pair of breasts. Each breast carries a central conical projection called nipple. Okay, it's called nipple, and 10 to 20 milk ducts open in a nipple. Each milk duct is continue inwards in the branching manner and join a cluster. About the 15 to 20 lobes of the mammary gland. The activity of the mammary gland is to relate the reproductive hormone and pregnancy. The milk secreted by the mammary gland is highly nutritious for the newborn baby. Here, see the structure of this. This is the milk duct, and this one is mammary glands, and this is one is mammary duct, and this is the fat globules here. Okay, here this one is duct, this is gland, this is duct, this is milk duct, this one is milk gland or mammary gland. Okay, and this one is fat globules here, और इसी तरह काफ़ी सारी अटैच होके पूरा यहाँ पे ज्वाइन होती है and forms the nipple. Okay, this one is duct and this one is gland, and इस तरह से 15 to 20 होती है अरेंज, and यहाँ पीछे क्या होता है, that is a fat molecules and they join together at the point. This is called nipple. Okay. Now next one is meibomian gland. Meibomian gland. It is a modified sebaceous gland. Modified sebaceous gland which open at the margin of the eyelid. वहाँ कहाँ ओपन होती है? Margin of eyelid. It opens at the margin of the eyelid. Their secretion is oily and serve as to lubrication. Lubricate the margin of the eyelid to prevent the overflow of tear. Lubricate to prevent the overflow of tears. Okay, to prevent the overflow of tears. Now next one is criminaceous gland. Criminaceous gland. Criminaceous gland. Now these are modified sebaceous gland. Also modified sebaceous gland. And are found in the auditory canal. इसका जो सिक्रीशन है ना वो ईयर वैक्स बनाता है. Auditory canal, and its secretion forms the ear wax. In scientific language, ear wax और क्या बोलेंगे? cerumen. Ear wax or cerumen. Which lubricate or protect the delicate eardrum from the dust particle and germ. What is the function of this ceruminous gland? It secretes a substance called the cerumen or earwax which lubricate and protect the delicate eardrum from dust particle and germs. Now skin and heat regulation of body. Skin and heat regulation of body. All mammals include humans are warm blooded, or as you know we are warm blooded, also called endothermal, body heat generated from inside, also called endothermal. Endothermal, body heat generated from inside means बाहर अगर आप कितने भी कोल्ड रीजन में चले जाएं लेकिन बॉडी का टेम्परेचर इज रिमेन सेम, दैट इज 37 डिग्री सेंटीग्रेड. मैमल्स का कितना होता है? 37 डिग्री सेंटीग्रेड. Okay, that is called endothermals. So are the birds. They are maintain a more or less constant body temperature even if it is very cold or very hot outside. The body temperature of cold blooded, ये warm blooded को क्या करेंगे? Endothermal, and cold blooded is ectothermal. थर्मल, वो अपनी बॉडी को एडजस्ट करते हैं अकॉर्डिंग टू द आउटर इन्वायरमेंट. फ्लैक्चुएट विद द एनवायरमेंट टेम्परेचर. द बॉडी टेम्परेचर ऑफ द कोल्ड ब्लडेड और ectothermal organism fluctuates with the environment temperature. This means that they must somehow escape both condition of too hot and too cold environment, and thus they hibernate. Here are the terms. हाइबरनेट क्या होता है? विंटर स्लीप और समर स्लीप. दैट इज विंटर स्लीप. और एस्टिवेट, दैट इज समर स्लीप. ओके. एज इन द केस ऑफ फ्रॉग, हाइबरनेट करते हैं बॉडी को बचाने के लिए. एक्टोथर्मल का ये फीचर्स है. बहुत ज़्यादा ठंडा हुआ तो हाइबरनेट कर जाते हैं, बहुत ज़्यादा गर्म हो गया तो एस्टिवेट कर जाते हैं. दैट इज कॉल्ड एज समर स्लीप. नाउ हियर आर टू टर्म्स, पिकिलोथर्मल एंड हीमोथर्मल. पिकिलोथर्मल homeothermal. The term cold-blooded and warm-blooded had been substituted by the poikilothermal, varying in ectothermal, and homeothermal is remain constant like us, is endo. So we are hemothermal, and frogs and cold-blooded animals are poikilothermal. Okay. Human body temperature is usually 37 degrees centigrades. Our body temperature may also show variation 0.3 to 0.5 degrees centigrade. Rise in body temperature above normal means the fever and sickness, and similarly a fall in the temperature may dangerous. क्यों? हमारा टेम्परेचर एक ऑप्टिमम टेम्परेचर है, दैट इज 37. इससे ज़्यादा हो गया तो हमारे बॉडी के जितने भी एंजाइम्स हैं वो डीनेचर्ड कर जाएंगे और एक्टिविटी बॉडी में नहीं होगी. अगर कम हो गया तब भी वो क्या हो जाएंगे, एक्टिवेट नहीं होंगे, इनएक्टिव रहेंगे, और तभी भी हमारी बॉडी की एक्टिविटी नहीं होगी. ओके. नाउ राइज इन द बॉडी टेम्परेचर अबव नॉर्मल मीन्स फीवर एंड सिकनेस, and similarly a fall in temperature may be dangerous. A suitable optimum temperature of 35 degree to 40 degree centigrade essential for the normal body activities, especially for the action of the enzyme. The working of enzyme is slowed down with the lowering of the temperature, while higher temperature destroy the enzyme altogether. Now heat production and heat loss. Now what is your homework? Write short note on warm-blooded animal, cold-blooded animal, hibernation, estivate, poikilotherm, and homeothermal. Okay. Next is heat production. Heat production. There are many sources of the heat production in the body. First one is chemical reaction. Chemical reaction occurring in all body cells, especially in the liver, by oxidation of the glucose generally heat produce. क्या होता है, कौन सी chemical reaction होती है? Oxidation of glucose, which help in heat production. Second, most of the heat produced in our body come from the activity of the muscle cells. Okay. And vigorous activity makes your warm or on a cold day and overheat you on a hot day. A small amount of heat comes from the ingestion of the hot food. बहुत ठंडा लगता है ना तो हम गर्म चीज़ें पीते हैं तो हमारी बॉडी का टेम्परेचर राइज कर जाता है. मीन्स इंजेक्शन ऑफ हॉट फूड हम खाते हैं तो हमारी बॉडी में हीट प्रोड्यूस होती है. नाउ हियर आर थ्री sources of the heat production. First one is a chemical reaction due to the oxidation of the glucose. Second is a muscle cells. जब हम कुछ काम करते हैं तो हीट जनरेट होती है. नेक्स्ट वन इंजेक्शन ऑफ द हॉट फूड. जब हम कुछ भी गर्म खाते हैं तो हमारी बॉडी का टेम्परेचर राइज करता है. नाउ हीट लॉस. दिस इज हीट प्रोडक्शन एंड नेक्स्ट वन इज हीट लॉस. लॉस कहाँ से होती है? स्वेटिंग से होगी. Skin, lung, urine and food. Heat loss. First one is the skin. About the 85% of the body heat is lost through the skin by convection, conduction, radiation and through evaporation of sweat. Second, lungs. Lungs में क्यों होगी? कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड बाहर निकलती है. Heat is lost in the warm air which is breathed out. The loss in the warm air can easily be experienced by the gently blowing on the back of your hand, keeping the mouth wide open. Some heat is also lost during vaporization of the water from the lungs. Third one is urine and feces. Urine and these substances are eliminated by the body temperature. Fourth, foods. Heat is also lost when cold food, water or cold beverages are taken into the body. Other sources from which heat loss: skin, lung, urine and feces and foods. Okay, skin, about 85% of the body heat is lost through skin by convection, conduction, radiation and through evaporation of sweat. Second is lung. Heat is lost in the warm air which is breathed out. This is loss in the warm air can easily be experienced by the gently blowing on the back of your hand, keeping the mouth wide open. Some heat is also lost during the vaporization of the water from the lung. Next is urine and feces. These substances are eliminated at body temperature. Food. Heat is also lost when cold food, water or cold beverages are taken into the body. Now next one, that is a temperature regulation. A temperature regulating center in our body, that is the hypothalamus. Okay, hypothalamus is the temperature regulator of the body in cold weather or in hot weather. Next one is temperature regulation. Temperature regulation, principal heat regulating center. Heat regulating center that is hypothalamus. Hypothalamus in our body, a portion of the forebrain. This is a part like a thermostat. It is act as a thermostat. Okay, and when the body tends to cool below the normal temperature, it switches on. When body cool, so it switches on or speed up the heat producing processes, and when the body tend to get overheated, it accelerated the cooling process and switches off and warm. So then switches off the heat producing processes. Okay, जैसे बॉडी में ठंडा होने लग गया तो अपनी बॉडी को क्या करता है, स्विच ऑन कर देता है और प्रोड्यूस करने लग जाती है हीट. लेकिन जैसे ही एक मिनिमम अमाउंट पे हीट प्रोड्यूस होनी चालू होगी तो नाउ इट स्विचेस ऑफ द heat producing or cold producing processes according to the environment. Hypothalamus act as a thermostat in our body in mammals or in humans. Now in cold weather, vasoconstriction आपका. वैसो मीन्स क्या होगा, वेन्स कॉन्स्ट्रिक्ट करेंगी, पतली हो जाएंगी, और डायलेशन में क्या होगा, वेन्स डायलेट कर जाएंगी. इन कोल्ड वेदर क्या होगा, वैसो कॉन्स्ट्रिक्शन, और इन हॉट वेदर वैसो डायलेशन.